With love and gratitude, I offer my prayerful pranams at the divine lotus feet of our dearest and loving Lord, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Dear brothers and sisters, loving Sai Ram to all of you. Some of the officers and members of the Satya Sai International Organization have expressed concerns and have questions regarding the public health threat by this coronavirus COVID-19, which is coronavirus disease 2019. Swami says, life is a challenge, face it. So let us face this challenge with calmness, courage, and strength. Let us face the reality. The World Health Organization has declared that this is a pandemic, and also it is a public health emergency. Already more than 120,000 patients are affected in 121 countries and more than 4,000 deaths. The details regarding what this coronavirus is, how it is transmitted, what are the signs and symptoms, what are the precautions to be taken, is given in detail in our satyasai.org website, where we have authentic information collected from the major institutions like World Health Organization, CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Johns Hopkins University, and UNICEF, and major reputable journals like New England Journal of Medicine, Lancet, and JAMA. JAMA is Journal of American Medical Association. But I would like to touch a few practical hints with all of you. Number one, what is this coronavirus? It is a zoonotic RNA virus, which is rapidly contagious. And how is it transmitted? It is transmitted through close contact. What is close contact? Anything less than 6 feet. And also, it can be transmitted by the respiratory droplets. That is, when you cough or sneeze, this virus is transmitted. And third way, it can be transmitted with any contaminated objects and surfaces where the virus can sit on, like the doorknobs, door handles, railings, elevator buttons, and faucets, sinks, even mobile phones. So you need to be very careful about that. So what are the various signs and symptoms when you get this infection? Usually the symptoms are mild, like cough, fever, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. But in some cases, mainly people who are elderly and immunocompromised, you can have difficulty in breathing, and pneumonia, which is a respiratory distress syndrome. So that is why we need to be careful. So what are the various precautions as individuals and responsible members of the society we can take? Number one, stay home when you are sick, the basic principles. And when you are sick, wear a mask so that you don't transmit the infection to the others. And third is wash the hands often with soap and water, at least for 15 to 20 seconds. And next, try to clean and disinfect the contaminated objects and surfaces. Another practical thing is avoid any crowds and large gatherings. Avoid travel. And whenever we are greeting, we all have to greet. I know we are all used to shaking hands and hugging. So please do not shake hands and hugs. Think of alternate method of greeting. The easiest and best is do namaste. This is Swami recommended that. This is showing a humility and sign of respect and seeing the divinity in the other persons. So what are the things as a Satya Sai International Organization, what are the steps we have taken? The safety and health of our members is our highest priority. So taking this into consideration, after due deliberations and discussions, we have decided all major SSIO events are cancelled till June 15th, 2020. This includes pre-world conferences, pre-world young adult festivals, various retreats, and major celebrations. So we are planning to postpone these pre-world events as post-world conferences for next year. Please keep in tune. Another thing is people in certain countries have much more problems. So in certain countries like Italy, Hong Kong, Japan, and Middle East countries, they have suspended all the Satsai Center meeting activities because that is the law of the land there, and Swami wants us to respect the law of the land. Then regarding what is going to happen to Prashanthi Nilayam, a lot of us are planning to go to Prashanthi Nilayam for various events and Guru Purnima celebrations. Right now, we are hoping that after June 15th, we can resume all our SSO events, including Guru Purnima celebrations. But we do not know. Today, we received a communication that the government of India gives no entry visas to anyone from March 13th to April 15th. So these things can change. As Swami says, allow my uncertainty. We have to play it by the ear and see what is going to happen. But some of us are already planning to go. But good news is majority of the airlines, more than 20 airlines, have said they will be willing to cancel or change the ticket without any penalties. And another thing we need to remember, we are a spiritual and humanitarian service organization. So Swami and the scriptures say two formulas for us. Atmano mochartham jagad hitayita. That is the purpose and goal of our human life. That is to realize our divine nature, which is love, and to serve the creation, that is including all human beings, animals, and plants. So this is the time where we intensify our own personal sadhana, like do more japam, like do more meditation, like light meditation, soham meditation, and study more in depth Swami's teachings, like Satsai speaks, his divine discourses, his writings, and try to practice them. This will help us progress spiritually and reach the goal so that we realize our innate divinity. The second aspect, Jagat Hitaya, service to the creation. So right now what we can do is do prayers. Swami says prayer is the greatest means to alleviate the suffering of the people and give peace and joy. So that is why we have requested the intensifying our prayers, particularly chanting Sai Gayatri in all Sai Center meetings, even at the home individual level. I'm happy to say and share that in USA, starting March 6th till the end of the month, every day for 4 hours, Sai Gayatri is being chanted across the whole USA in all the states. So let us intensify the prayer. Finally, I want to remind every one of us that we are all blessed and fortunate to be the devotees of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Let us remember his reassurance. He said he is with us always, at all times, and every place, protecting us, guiding us, and guarding us. And so let us be fearless. Let us believe in his reassurance. Why fear when I am here? So let us intensify our sadhana and prayers and meet this challenge with calmness, courage, and strength. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. May all the worlds be happy. Jai Sai Ram.